here we have the current stock market update for SOFI Technologies Incorporated, stock ticker SOFI. Before we begin with today's chart analysis, if you find these educational materials to be helpful in your trading, please remember to click the like and subscribe buttons and leave your thoughts below in the comments section so that other traders will be able to find this information more easily on the platform. So here we can see that the share price itself is starting to move higher quite nicely. What we're looking at here is the 4-hour time frame. I wanted to kind of pull back a little bit here and look at an intermediate term time frame. And as we can see here, these recent support zones that we have been watching have unfolded quite strongly in the positive direction. So as we can see here, share prices have clearly broken above the prior 61.8% Fibonacci retracement zone that we were watching previously. That we did receive a bullish signal there because what we saw at the end of last week was a positive close above that Fibonacci resistance zone. So that was a key signal here, and this did suggest that we were likely to start to see share prices move higher to start this week. And as we can see here, that is currently happening. So in this video, what we're going to be doing is looking at some very important support and resistance zones, some very important price zones, so that these price levels can hopefully be used to construct and identify profitable trading strategies for SOFI going forward. So as we can see currently, as I'm recording this, we can start to see share prices now grind through the 78.6% Fibonacci retracement of this same price move. So just to reiterate here and re-summarize what we're looking at, we can see that this is the price high that was developed during the August 29 trading session. We then extend this price movement to the price lows at 675, which developed during the September 10 trading session. And then if we look at this price movement here, that 618% break, that weekly close last week, came in right around $7.70. And now what we're looking at is a share price movement that is starting to push through the 78.6% fib retracement at $7.96. So overall, from a technical perspective, this is a very important price movement because if we do see a break through the 786 retracement, the expectation then is that we would see a full retracement of that entire move. So in other words, what we would be most likely to see at that point would be a share price reversal that recovers all of the losses that we're seeing previously. And essentially that would put us right back at this $8.30 price target that we have now been watching for this stock for quite some time. So this is from the technical perspective, from the chart analysis perspective, but we also have to consider the market's sort of psychological sentiment perspective. Because what we're currently running into here, as I said, the 786 retracement comes in at $7.96. So what lies right behind there? Obviously, that would be the psychological zone at $8 per share. If we look back in the price history here, we can see that the stock has had some significant difficulties in overcoming this level. And then even when we did see a break, a more clear break above that $8 mark at $8.30, the resulting price movement was forcefully moving in the downward direction. So, historically, we have seen some difficulties developing right around this level. So I would say that from a chart perspective, this is an important share price break. We would like to see at least an hourly close above this 786 retracement, because then that should sort of solidify that we do come in contact with that 830 mark again. But we also have to consider the fact that we could encounter some selling pressure here, possibly even some short selling activity as we move into that $8 mark. So as I'm recording this is a bullish price movement, but we will need to continue watching this for the remainder of the day today. Because we could start to see some reversals here. We could even start to see some short selling pressure start to emerge in that area. So there are some things to watch for at that point. If we move down to the shorter term timeframes here, we can also see some support levels that would need to break in order for this bullish outlook to start to be eroded or to reverse. So essentially what I would be looking at here would be this price zone that comes in right around $7.60, just below here. If we did see a break below this area, it would also mean that we break below the 20 period and 50 period exponential moving averages, as well as this price low that developed during the Friday, September 13 trading session. So that, at the very least, that would turn the bias back toward a consolidative sort of sideways price movement, and it would suggest that the pressure would be taken off of the top side. So I'm not saying that we're there yet. What I'm saying is that this is something to watch for. If we do see a break into that area. I would then expect to see this upside share price momentum start to slow at that point. One other thing that I did want to take note of here on the 4-hour reading here is this indicator performance that's showing in the relative strength index for this time frame. So again, this is an intermediate time frame. And what we're starting to see here is the potential for a break to the top side in this momentum reading. So again, we're not here just yet, but we're sort of preparing for this in advance. If we do start to see share prices continue to move higher, probably an hourly close above that 786 retracement, we could then come into contact with this downward sloping trend line in the momentum indicator. And hopefully, what you would want to see here is for share prices to overcome that $8 mark before we start to see a rollover at this point. I mean, if we did see a break above here, you also have some overbought territory here in the indicator reading, which could start to slow prices as well. So overall, this does start to suggest a bit of a slowdown here. Just as we're moving into a psychological resistance zone that has been problematic, let's say, in the past. So we've encountered this $8 area several times now, and we've even seen evidence of false breakout activity in that area. So when you combine all of this together, there is some suggestion, there is some reason to believe that we could see some stalling pressure at that point. Overall, though, I would really need to start to see a break of that 760 level in order to start to be more bearish and look at things more, at least from a sideways consolidative standpoint, rather than a bullish standpoint. So I don't think that we're quite here yet, but there are some signals here that would really need to break to the top side in order for us to see some sustained follow through. So ideally, what I would like to see would be an hourly close above the 786 retracement, probably also just above that $8 mark as well, just because it's nitpicky and it's kind of there, just kind of creating problems, I suppose you could say. And then, in addition to that, we have this indicator condition here that really does need to break above this negative trend line and not show evidence of huge stalling pressure as we move into overbought territory. So here's the current stock market update for SOFI Technologies Incorporated, stock ticker SOFI. Our high value trading strategies membership is currently available for a limited time for only $9.99 per month. These high conviction investment strategies are characterized by superior risk to reward metrics that target massive market beating returns over time. Join now to outperform the market, lock in this special introductory rate of just $9.99 per month for the entire lifetime of your membership, and start trading stocks with the pros.